All right, welcome everybody. My name is Alex ABN, and I am the owner, founder, and the man responsible for ABN Financial Group. And thanks for joining me on this. Now, let me say a couple things. I know some of y'all are probably thinking this is going to be a one-on-one session, and there is an opportunity to do a one-on-one session, and I will give you the opportunity towards the end. We've been getting a lot of response in all the cities that we're looking for people to fill these roles in. And so we found that kind of the best way to do it is really give you an overview of my company, what's expected, the role and responsibilities, and how much money you can make, et cetera. And then, and that should take about 20 minutes. And then I'll leave you the opportunity. I'm going to text out or the chat out on the chat box the link to book a one-on-one meeting. At that point, the second meeting is designed for you and I to chat one-on-one, whether it's you can choose a Zoom call or a phone call, and that's where we can find out if this, partnership might work or not. So that's how we're going to kind of do things today. And like I said, should take about 20 minutes, and then I will open it up for questions at the end. I'll let you unmute yourselves and you can ask me questions. Okay. So that's the first thing. Second thing is we are going to be talking about 100% commission role. And so maybe some of you aren't down with that. Maybe some of you were really looking for a salary type of a position. This is not that, but let me kind of interject before you leave. Okay. I don't want you to leave. I want you to listen to this, because when I got started in this business 22 years ago, I was making 150,000 a year as an executive recruiter. I had a wife and 3 young kids. I still have the same wife. Okay. But the wife and 3 young kids, a mortgage. I couldn't do 100% commission. I was making too much money. I couldn't take that chance. Didn't know if it would work. But what I was looking for was not having a job. I hated the job thing. I hated showing up, to work. I loved doing what I was doing, but I just didn't like the job thing. Showing up to work at a certain time, leaving when they would let you leave. I didn't like 2 weeks of vacation. Maybe you can earn 4 weeks. I just didn't like the whole job thing, being controlled. And so I was looking to be able to spend more time with my kids and my wife. I wanted to have a life with them. And I just did not want to prescribe to the job thing that most people do. I don't know. Maybe I'm different. I definitely am, because I wasn't willing to just settle for a life of working for someone else. It was just not my thing. And I miss my children. I was working 60, 70 hours a week, and, my kids were asleep when I got up and left for work, and my kids a lot of times were asleep by the time I got home. And, I just think parenthood should be more than that. I wanted to spend time with being more of a full-time dad instead of a barely part-time dad. So those things really drove me to want to pursue this on the side. So that was the cool thing. I was able to start it part-time. I was able to get into it. And so I got started in January 2000. By the end of February 2000, I was cash flowing about 2,000 to 2,500 a week on about 10 hours outside of my full-time job. I scaled down my full-time job to, allow a little bit more time to do this, but 10 hours a week, literally, I was making at a 6-figure income level. And then at the end of March 2000, after 3 months, I felt confident I could quit my job and go full-time. I went up to a whole 25 hours a week. I replaced my income. And then subsequent to that, I doubled my income every year for 5 years in a row. So this business has been very good to me. I like to think myself more of an evangelist for this business. Honestly, whether you join me or not in this business, this is a great business if you want to have control over your life. And, thank God that I was able to start a part-time. Otherwise, I probably would never have gotten in the business. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you a clue as to what we're doing and why the business is way better today than than when I got started. And so the opportunity is really huge. But so if you were looking for the salary thing, just hang in there, man. I'd just, wait to the end. Okay. And then if you want to chat with me one-on-one, I'm going to chat out my link that you can book a time on my calendar. Also follow with an email. So expect an email from me as well, so that if you can't pick it off the chat box, you're going to get it in a few hours anyway. Okay. So that's really a deal. So I hope I'll be able to cover the things that might be on your mind and ease some concerns. And then at the end, I'll open up for questions. So that is what we're going to do today. So let me share my PowerPoint. And PowerPoints keep me on track. So it'll be good for you, right? That I'm using a PowerPoint, because it'll keep me on track and keep me, and I'll open up the chat box too. So I know that, all right, cool. So that's my lovely family. So you can see we added 2 more children to the mix. So I have 5 kids, girl, boy, girl was the birth order. And they are awesome. I mean, I have to say, I could brag on my kids all day long, but I think it had something to do with me and my wife being there for them, like really all the time. It's a chance to, what's cool about this business is I was able to make my family schedule the priority, and then I work my business around my family. And my kids really have never really known me to have a job situation. They just think daddy's home all the time. He's at my ball games. He's at my recitals, at my tennis matches. He's everywhere. That their other friends, parents, and I thought, man, that's pretty cool. Like, think about how you grew up. Were your parents around, or your parent, if you're, raised by a single parent, were they around all the time? No, they're probably working a job. They probably had a lot of things that they had to do. Imagine if you had grown up a little differently. And then think about for your children. I mean, how would you want your relationship with your children to be? A lot of you are pretty young and probably don't have kids. But I mean, down the road, would you want to have a different situation than how you grew up? And for me, it was like the epitome to me of being able to raise my kids. So anyway, that's my lovely family. Let's move on. Okay, so I added a few more slides in my presentation, so I should probably really hustle through this. So culture is everything. I think culture is one of the biggest reasons why you should make a decision to join me or not join me, right? I mean, culture is everything, I think. So we're a service first culture. We look at really satisfying our clients' best interests and their needs first before anything else. It's the mission versus the commission. We believe that our compensation purely comes from giving the client everything that they need to have to secure their life in the way that they want it, right? And we're just looking totally at service first. The second thing is, I'm fanatical about personal development. I just came back from this tremendous workshop retreat, really, where I was able to review my life, what I'm doing in it, how I can change it to be better, and plan my life for the next 25 years, which is pretty insane. But it's things that I'm going to teach you from the things that I've been mentored on and things that I'm going through that'll help you become the best version of yourself in every possible aspect of your life. So we're not just going to teach you how to be great in sales. We're going to teach you how to be great in your life. The other thing too is really kind of part and parcel of that is treating you like family. Like, you are not an agent number to me. You're not a profit center. I bring you on my team. I look at you as a person that has a family, has a desire to, make a future family, desire to secure financial future and your needs and goals. I'm going to be deeply personally invested in helping you achieve that. So we treat you like family. It's definitely a team environment, family environment, because you matter to me. Then finally, it's about achieving results in your life. And for me, it's freedom, time, and money, being able to create the income that you need for you and your family, as well as the time to be able to spend time with your family. A lot of other agencies out there, all they want you to do is spend all your time running appointments and making them money. I'm going to teach you how to make more money on less time. What a concept, right? But we have the products and the opportunity and the mentorship to be able to do that for you. So the more you hang with me, the more you let me mentor you. I'm going to teach you how to make a lot of money on less time than when you got started. What a concept. It's pretty cool. And then finally, we're going to teach how to live a life of fulfillment, meaning that you'll satisfy the things that are important to you and not doing one thing versus another or doing one thing at the detriment of another. We're going to teach you how to live a fulfilled life, satisfying everything that you do by just living your life. Okay, so that's the part I'm really excited about to kind of help you discover. All right, let's move on. We are financial services, okay? So make no mistake, we are literally, I think, in one of the best industries in the world that is impervious to business cycles. It's really, it's pretty insane. So we're talking all types of financial services. We're going to teach you the basics of life insurance. We're going to move you into retirement planning. We're going to move you, should you desire, Medicare, long-term care plan. I mean, a lot of different products. You can choose where you want to focus, but you're going to have access to all these, okay? We're also going to move you into products outside of the financial services world, which lead to financial services, such as estate planning, tax strategy planning for business owners. So this is where we're going to really expose you to a career that you want to create for yourself, which is tremendously lucrative. So a lot of agencies out there are going to focus you on just how to sell burial insurance, okay, or mortgage protection. We're going to teach you how to move from that into bigger and better. And I'll get into that a little bit later. But rest assured that we are going to expose you to become a trusted financial advisor to your clients. So here's a short video on a little bit more about getting you started on the life insurance side.
Everybody knows that easy money is hard to come by. You could win the lottery, but only one person in a million will win it big, and odds are it won't be you. You can find money on the street or in your laundry, and that's easy money, but chances are it won't be enough to live on. What about simple money? That's where you go off to your job every day, and at the end of the week, your boss hands you a paycheck. Lots of us have simple money. The problem is, the harder you work, the more money the company makes, but your weekly paycheck stays exactly the same. If you do it long enough, your boss might throw you a bone at your annual review, but either way, your pay is out of your control. But what if you can enjoy the predictability of a simple money job and feel like you're getting paid what you're worth? Instead of clocking in a 40-plus hour work week for mediocre pay, what if you could double or triple your income with less work? That may sound incredible, but that's just what many of our teammates are doing every week in an industry that's been thriving since it was invented more than 3 centuries ago. This is where the ABN Financial Group steps in. We're not a typical company. We're more like a matchmaker, bringing customers and solutions together based on their compatibility. Here's how it works. Every day, thousands of people are going through major life changes. They're getting married, they're having babies, or they're buying a home. And that's when they realize that if something tragic happened to them, a loved one could be left holding the bag. So every day we contact people going through these life changes and ask about their money situation. Many admit that they need financial help if tragedy struck, so we get detailed information on who they are and how and when to contact them, and we give that information to teammates like you. When you meet with them, you'll assess their situation and find a matching life insurance company who can cover their expenses in an unexpected crisis. And the life insurance company will reward you in a big way. It's a win-win-win situation. The customer wins peace of mind, the life insurance company wins a customer, and you win a big commission check. And crazy as it seems, hundreds of people are letting us know every day that they need help, and we just can't get to them all. Our question for you then is, how many families can you help this week? 5? 10? 100? Because with ABN Financial, your compensation is limited only by how much you want to work. Plus, when you're ready, you can hire a team of friends to help you out and build a long-lasting and stable business of your own. The more families you help as a team, the bigger your compensation will be. So whether you're looking to earn some extra money on the side or looking to start a business, isn't it time to take charge of your destiny? Contact the team member today and find out if ABN Financial is right for you.
All right. So here are just a representation of the companies we work with, and these are all grade A financial services companies. So what's really cool about this is that you can be totally product agnostic to your clients. It's not like you're a State Farm agent, all you can sell them is State Farm. You've got access to all these companies, and it's really cool because you can give your client the best product for their situation. Okay, a little bit about us, a little bit about me. I grew up in California primarily. My dad was in the Navy, so I grew up really all over the country, but he settled in California. Went to school out there in Northern California, high school, and then I went to college at the United States Air Force Academy and proudly served my country in the Air Force as a Air Force officer. But I felt like my calling was outside of the Air Force. So I got out of the Air Force and became a management consultant. And that's where I really realized I didn't want to be in the job world because it's all about kissing butt. And I didn't want to be in that kissing butt environment, like the political environment of getting ahead. It just was not me. I want to be able to be rewarded for my efforts directly. And so maybe really from the beginning, I was always meant for kind of that sales type job, commission type thing, entrepreneurial type thing. And I think that's probably what it was. But it's just been a great ride. My life has never been the same when I got in the business. I'm super grateful for it. And the thing that drives me now, because I can live comfortably the rest of my life without ever doing another thing, but I'm really driven by giving others the same opportunity that I had. So if you want to change your life financially in just a huge way, where you can totally take control of how you want to live and the homes you want to be in, the time you want to spend with your families, this is the way to do it. This is a tremendous way to do it because I've done it. So I'm really jacked up to help other people realize the fruits of the business and be able to mentor people to that end. So that's really kind of what drives me now. So what kind of selling do? We're going to start you off with direct-to-consumer sales, primarily with life insurance, okay? But we do in-home appointments. We meet our clients face-to-face, get to know them, but we also do telesales, sales over the phone, sales over Zoom call. It's more effective when you're with the client because you have a chance to really create that relationship. But we're open to doing telesales as well. We'll teach you the skills to do every type of sales situation that you're going to find yourself in with clients. Okay, here's the cool thing. There's a lead program. And honestly, I don't think I would have gotten into the insurance business if there were not a lead program. A lot of agencies out there like to get you started with your warm market of people that you know to sell them insurance. I wasn't down with that. I don't think that I really would have ever done it had I had to market that way. Fortunately, they had direct mail leads, which is able to create the income I made, just calling people that were already interested in life insurance. To me, that rocks. And since then, we've expanded to every type of lead generation program out there, internet search leads, hot transfer leads, et cetera, Facebook, telemarketing, so on. So we're going to get you in front of people. Okay, you're not going to have to pay for the leads. We front the cost of leads. We just want to get you started and teach you how to rock this business and then teach you how to create a referral business because we have the most unique referral system in the world. People want to give you names of their family and friends, local family and friends, by the way that we do it. It's very unique and how to get you off of leads and create a pure referral business. Pretty cool. So training and support, I get this question all the time. We are fanatical about training and we try to cater to every type of learning style out there. So we have multiple Zoom calls every week. We have live in-person training. Depending on where you are, you might have to travel to go to them. There might be an hour or two from where you live. But we have opportunities where you get around the agents. We have tremendous video training as well of videos I've done over the years. You can look me up on YouTube. I've got probably over 800 videos that I've taught insurance. And to everyone, I don't care if they're in my agency. I really love the business. I want to share the things that have been working for me and for my team. And I don't care who grows from it. I hope everyone does, whether they're in my agency or not. So you can check me out on YouTube. We have web-based training, personal one-on-one. This is one thing that you need help, I'm going to help you. Okay. Or we'll have someone help you. It'll be one-on-one training. So I leave no stone unturned. Like I said, I'm totally into this, man. We have opportunities to do ride-alongs. Now, you might have to travel to where the agent is doing appointments. You have that opportunity to ride with somebody. And then we have national and regional conferences that we make available, like the one I just got off of. Tremendous opportunities to grow. So you have really every type of training opportunity that exists. And we're going to teach you how to be excellent at this business. So let's talk about income. What kind of income can you expect? Look, if you got 10 hours a week, I can help you make 50 grand a year easy, right? And better than doing Uber or doing, all those other type of side hustles. This is the best one, in my opinion. So you can start up making 50 grand a year, super part-time. If you want to work full-time, and to me, full-time in financial services is 20, 25 hours a week, we can get you making 125, 150,000 a year easily. And then if you want to work a 40-hour week, then 200,000 multiple six figures is something that you can definitely do. Our top person in my group, Megan, she was a former server bartender at Applebee's for like 13 years. She never made more than 40,000 a year. She got started with us part-time, one Saturday a month. She would spend doing our business. She made 40,000 on just one Saturday a month. Next year, she started running leads. So she just sold to her warm market of clients that came to see her at Applebee's. Her second year, she probably tripled that. Last year, she's been with us 4 years. Last year, she made over 650,000, paid cash for a house and pool. You see her house. Her house is awesome. She lives in Lafayette, Indiana, in the country, really. And this year, she will be between 800 to $1 million this year. So, she's only had 1 week of college, no college background, single mother of I think her son's 6 years old now. And she's just a great success story. So it just depends on, where your dreams lie, and we're going to help you achieve those. So I get this question. So I added these next 2 slides. How do commissions work? So personal commissions, you're writing business. So this is an example. A client, let's say, buys a policy to pay off their mortgage if they die, right? Mortgage protection policy. Let's say they pay $85 a month for their premium. So how you calculate commissions is you multiply that 85 times 12 months, which we call annual premium. So it's $1,000 annual premium. And then we'll start you out at a 75% commission rate. So you'll make 75% of that $1,000, which is $750. So will it always be $1,000? Well, the average is about 1,000. Okay. But it could be 1,500, 2,000, 25,000 annual premium based on the type of policy, or it could be, a $50 a month policy, but whatever, you're going to get on average about $750 per sale. Now, if you want to build a team, how the team commissions work, let's say you're part-time and you have 5 part-timers that you brought on your team, and we'll help you find those people, or maybe people, whatever. You want to build a team. Let's say they each do 10,000 part-time of annual premium, so maybe 10 of those policies in a month, okay, is what they wrote. You've got 5 of them. So your total agency does 50,000 in annual premium. Let's say your override percentage is 10%. You'll make 10% of that and you'll make $5,000. It's kind of cool when you think about it, making override income on a team of people doing what you're doing, and you didn't have to do what they did. They did what they did for their families, and you make, an additional $5 grand that month. And let's say you're doing it part-time. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, that's sort of how, in general, how commissions work. Okay, so this could be a possible stepping stone opportunity for you. We're going to teach you how to be awesome at sales. We're going to teach you some very Jedi mind tricks on how to influence people, some serious stuff. We're going to teach you how to make a lot of money. But the most important thing about that is we're going to teach you what to do with that money when you make it. We're going to tap you into what we teach our clients is tax-free retirement, and we're going to teach you how you can do it for yourself, for your retirement. And then we're going to give you tremendous experience in people skills and management skills and leadership skills, all that stuff. And you know what? If this is just a precursor, our business, my company is a precursor to moving you on to something that you just love and want to do. God bless you, man. I hope that I had a little hand in helping you become successful, and you're amazingly successful in another industry, another company. That's cool. I'm good with that, man. My job is to sow seeds of greatness in you so you can become great in what you do, whether you're with me or not, because it all comes back to me, right? You reap what you sow, and I'm a big believer in that. But if you want to plant your flag with me, man, we're going to teach you how to make a lot of money. We're going to teach you how to manage a team if that's what you want to do. But ultimately, the kind of income we're talking about, I've mentored people to 7-figure and multiple 7-figure income levels, and help people make multiple 6 figures. I've done well in mentoring, so I have a great track record. But ultimately, if you want to become a pre-IPO partner, you can earn pre-IPO stock and become a partner with us and earn a percentage of the company's profits. That's the opportunities is available as well. So seriously, if you want to plant your flag here and create a career track that is like no other, we've got that opportunity. Wow. So I even added 2 more slides. So I do have time to answer questions. I always hope I do. So I'm going to let you unmute now. All right. So who has questions for me? Anybody? You can unmute. You can hit the space bar. You're going to mute your line. Hello. Is it Lion?
Hi, Alex.
Hi.
Hi, it's very nice meeting you. I love that you're a heart-centered businessman. I don't really have questions for you. I'm very engaged. Like I definitely would like to learn more about this opportunity.
Definitely. Yeah, then definitely book an appointment with me and we'll talk. I've gotten that over the years when people watch my videos, they know that I'm passionate about this and I'm grateful. That's one thing about, any leader that you want to follow. The leaders I follow are leaders that are grateful for where they are, and they want to give away what they've learned. And that's what I've learned in the leaders I follow, is that they're grateful people. And, gratefulness is a tremendous quality. I want my children to be grateful kids, and that we taught them how to do that. One of the ways, this is a tip for those of you that are parents, would-be parents, is we never gave them gifts except for their birthday and Christmas. Anything that they wanted, we taught them how to save or work for it, because they got more out of it when they earned money for what they wanted outside of Christmas and their birthdays. And it just taught them a great respect and gratefulness for anything that they actually receive from us, but a tremendous respect for themselves to earn what they wanted to earn. So that's a little parenting tip for y'all. Anyway, but I appreciate you recognizing that, because it's all about loving my agents, loving the business, and spreading the love, man. Anybody else? Wow, I probably answered all your questions. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I was actually watching a video of you on YouTube, and I just like discovered insurance because someone tried to sell it to me, and I was like, selling insurance makes sense. And then I realized, like, a lot of the like the gurus on YouTube that I listen to speak, about how to be successful, all got their start in insurance. So I just started Googling like insurance companies on Indeed, and I didn't know what a big opportunity it was to speak with you today, or that it would even be you. But I was looking, I thought I would like, when the interviewer asked me questions, I would like quote them things that you said about your own business. Like,
oh, that's crazy.
So, it's pretty cool for me to see. Yeah.
Well, that's very humbling. I appreciate you saying that. It's very kind of you. A lot of these other companies out there, here's one thing I probably didn't mention, is that they're gonna, if you ask them, you're making, let's say you're making 100,000, and you ask your manager in these other companies, how do I double my income? They're going to tell you double your appointments. Okay. So like follow this logic to the ultimate conclusion. Let's say you're making 200,000, you're running 20 appointments a week. Well, Alex, not me, but let's say you talk to a manager out there, how do I make 400,000? Well, go do 40 appointments a week. And ultimately you're in a grind that you can't get out of because you start getting to your income where it's 400,000 a year, it's, you got to keep that crazy 60-hour a week, like working 6 days a week, literally working 6 days a week. And it's like, man, that's insane. What's cool working with me is I'm going to teach you how to make, 500, 750 bucks per sale. But the stuff I'm going to teach you with estate planning and tax strategy planning, where you start working with business owners, you're going to make 50 grand, $80,000 a sale, right? So again, working with me is going to teach you how to be time efficient, where I'm going to mentor you where you're going to make more money on less time, like seriously. And that part I'm just jacked up about, because we partner with the right partners, business partners, to help us get into these other things that a lot of these other agencies, they want to do their own thing. But I'm here, trying to help my agents become much more valuable to their clients, right? And so that's I think, our unique advantage compared to all these other companies out there. So anyway, I put in the chat box the link in order to get signed up for the second interview with me. So I don't think it's live. You just have to copy and paste it. And again, I'm following up later the next few hours with an email. So you're going to get an email from me with that in it. So anyway, I appreciate y'all being on here. Thank you so much for the kind words. And hopefully we can get a chance to talk. I'd love to learn about you. I'd love to learn your story. I'm big on stories. I'm big on, what brought you to me? What was your history? That stuff I love that stuff, right? So what makes you tick, and what you're looking for? Like, what are you seriously looking for in your life? Like I said, I came off this leadership retreat, actually a personal leadership retreat is about the best way I could call it, with these big questions answered, like really answered. So I want you to tell me what those are for you, and let's talk about how we can help you get there, partnering with me. Okay, so anyway, rock on, everybody. God bless you.
God bless you.
Talk soon. Take care.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.